Hey everyone, the day has finally come to do a tour, overview, walkthrough, whatever else of the 2012 Ford Focus, which is now in my car. Fiesta's gone, nothing really else to say about that one. I might be able to get a chance to do a video of it while it's on the lot, but I'm not sure. But this will be the tour overview of the Focus, and I hope it's not too windy so I don't have to redo this. But first of all, we'll go over the basics. 2012 SE 5-door hatchback, 5-speed manual, 203A, so it's upgraded stereo and has the alarm and all that good stuff. Moonroof, sport pack, which gives you these 16-inch alloy wheels, among other things, more sporty suspension, etc., etc. This is the tuxedo black metallic color. You can't really see it too well right now, or the sparkles in it, because the sun's not really out. But I think Mark Milano 6 or Eric has a video of the paint on this vehicle. Not that you can really see it right now, but it is a very, very, very metallic, very beautiful color when the sun's out. Right now the sun's not out, so you can't really see it. But oh well, y'all know what this color looks like. Anyways, we already did a typical walkthrough. Let's start with the basics, of course. This is the 2-liter, the only engine available here in the United States, 2-liter 4-cylinder, 5-speed manual transmission. Notice there's no flex fuel badge here. That's because this is a PZEV model. So this has 159 horsepower instead of 160, but again, same torque rating as the other engine. These are the charcoal black sport cloth seats with these gray inserts, which I think gives it a nice contrast. Looks pretty nice with all the silver and metal trim pieces on the interior. Let's start from the front and work our way back. Let's go ahead, open up the hood, show you the engine compartment. Of course, I don't have an engine cover. Wah, wah, wah. 2-liter twin independent variable camshaft timing, direct injected. That's what that little guy is over there. That is actually just a foam cover. That is the high pressure fuel pump underneath. Battery is underneath that little cover over there. Fuse box is there, or there rather. The air box is here, and these use a cylindrical air filter. I don't know if you can see that, which I thought was kind of weird, but whatever. You have the same sound dampening material at the back of the firewall that the Fiesta did. This is a very, very, very nice and quiet engine. There is the hood liner up here to keep noise, vibration, and harshness down. Again, this is a very nice, smooth feeling engine, especially with the 5-speed manual transmission. Maybe you can see the paint. There you go. We got some flakes. There you go. Tuxedo black metallics. Very, very, very beautiful. Actually, you know what? I think it ended up good that I got this color, because my other color was sterling gray, which is okay, but I don't think I would have been nearly as happy with it. I could have gotten one with the winter package, and that would have been whatever the red color is. I can't even remember off the top of my head right now. The red color, red candy, that's it. It would have been red candy, but it would have had the winter pack. The MSRP was a little bit higher because the build date was older. The MSRP for this one was lower because this one was built in June 2012, which it won't focus on, but that's okay. 6 of 12, if it will focus. Come on, come on. Whatever, you can see it. So the MSRP was a little bit lower because they're trying to blow out the 12 model year before they roll out the 13s with the crappy trim levels and everything messed up. So let's start with the front part of the interior. Door panel, hard up here. You only get soft on SEL and titaniums. You have these nice metal look door handles. They actually, I think they might actually be, I don't know, they're probably plastic, I don't know. You have these cloth inserts in the door, which I thought were pretty nice. They're not too padded right here, but that's okay. You have a nice metal accent coming up here to your window switches. Window switches are very much like those on the Fiesta. Not much has changed there. There's your power window switch up at the top. Your door pocket down here at the bottom has almonds in it. They're very good for you, lots of protein. The one in the Fiesta had a cup holder in here. No cup holder on this one, but remember the one in the Fiesta kind of bubbled out. So my hand sanitizer just kind of has to sit in there like a blurp. But so far as the seat goes, you have a height adjustment here, and your backrest adjustment is back here. As you can see, these are the sport cloth seats. I really like the accented stitching. That's a nice detail that they threw in there. That's not something they had to do at all, but it makes it look nice. These are much better than Fusion seats, much better than Consuela seats. They have plenty of bolstering up here on the side, as you can see. The bolstering really holds you in. It's almost perfect for me. So as far as that goes, they really did really good job on the seats. Moving to the interior here, you have your light controls, which is the new Ford style light controller. Right now it had the SE does come with, or I'm not sure if this is a 203A thing or what, but it does have automatic lights. You have your dimmer switch over here, and you have your fog light switch over here. General interior material quality, you all know this car very well. Everything is soft touch up here. You see where it kind of cuts off right here up at the front. But the whole front entire part of the dash, this piece that comes down up until this point where it's silver, is nice and soft. The steering wheel is probably the best steering wheel of any car that I've been in. I absolutely love it. It's not too big, it's not too tiny, it's perfectly weighted, and it goes great with the chassis and the suspension. You have it wrapped in some nice leather. It doesn't feel cheap. Well, it's a little on the cheap side, but the thing that gets me is the stitching. It could be better, but that's okay. At least I have a leather wrapped steering wheel, right? You have side bolstering extensions. For the rest of the steering wheel, you have this nice metallic finish, same stuff that you get on those door handles. And you have your cruise control on the left hand side and your audio on the right, which makes sense, but I'm so used to Hondas were cruise, and the Fiesta had the cruise over here, and my Civic had the cruise over here. So I've been sitting here when I took it on a road trip, pressing this button, trying to make the audio go up, and I just kept going faster, and I couldn't figure it out there for about 3 seconds, and then I felt really stupid. I'm gonna close the door there. Your light controls are simple as always. Up, down, that's your turn signals. Y'all know all the basic controls of this vehicle. I'm not going to go over that. Let's go ahead and grab the key. It's your lovely gauges, which I'm a huge fan of. I think they look great, and they're very bright, clear, and concise. You have your big multi-information display, which tells you, of course, your trip odometer, your trip timer, distance to empty, your average fuel. Right now I'm at 36.8. I was at 37.4, but I just started to do some more city driving. And in this menu you can do other things like vehicle information. You can set up my keys and all that good stuff, but that'll be more in-depth videos of how that system works. Another thing that I will note, and you've probably seen this before, but I think this is so cool, when you turn the lights on, this little car over here, the lights will come on. And it works also when you turn the brights on. I just thought that was a nice little feature, but that's just me. Moving on from the gauges, this is your 6-speaker, 80-watt sound system. If that sounds familiar, it's the same system that you found in the Fiesta, and soon to be the new Fusion's going to have the same 80-watt 6-speaker sound system. 80 watts doesn't sound like anything, but if my testimonials aren't enough, just go and test it out for yourselves, because it is a pretty good system. It is a little lacking in the mid ranges. It's got plenty of deep bass, plenty of good treble, but the middle ranges, it's just kind of flat. But again, for a 6-speaker unit of that caliber, it does pretty good. Of course, you have your redundant outside temperature display over here, which tells you it's 86 degrees. Thank God it's not too hot. It tells you the date. The thing I had to get used to is the compass was actually moved here, so the compass is now residing in an instrument cluster, which actually makes more sense other than it being over here, which is like it was in the Fiesta. I won't really go too in-depth with this because that's something we've all been over, and this is a very similar audio system to a lot of other Fords. I'll do a quick video on it later just to kind of show you the different interface, but other than that, there's not much worth mentioning. You have manual climate control 4 fan speeds, and you have, of course, your big old dial for different things here. Everything's well weighted, makes a nice click. This makes a nice click as you go around. These feel pretty good. These are actually electronically operated, they're not cable operated. Of course, you have your passenger airbag off light over there, and then you have your rear defrost. And everyone thinks this is just kind of like a neat little design element. That actually isn't. I've seen people just say, oh, well, what's that? Oh, well, that's just there. I've actually heard someone say it's the temperature sensor. Actually, the ambient temperature sensor for the automatic climate control resides right there. I don't know if you can see it. This is for cards. You can just slide a card right in here. It's a little card holder just to keep things handy. Of course, 5-speed manual transmission, this being the sport package. You have a leather wrapped shifter. There's not enough good things I can say about this transmission. It's crisp, it's responsive, it's not notchy, the gears are smooth. It's a Honda level of quality shifter and transmission, even though it's just a Ford MTX transmission that's been around and things like the Contour and the other Focuses and all that good stuff. But they've done some magic with it here because it works so well. The clutch, I don't have as many good things to say. It's a little springy, and the clutch does engage more near the top than I would like it to, but I would much rather have this gearbox mated to this clutch rather than the Fiesta's crappy gearbox mated to an okay clutch. This over here, I'm not exactly sure what Ford wanted you to put here, but I just kind of threw some change in there. It's not big enough for my iPhone. I don't know really what else to do with it. You have your standard cup holders here, which I found a little bit cramped when we had 2 huge drinks in it, but again, those were American-sized drinks, and I never drink that crap. Moving backwards, you have your 12-volt power outlet with the nice little weighted lids on it that are nice, have nice metallic trim on them, very well trimmed. You have, there's the coin holder. Wow, Matt, fail. I feel like if you went around a corner though really fast, that would just kind of fly out. I don't know. In here, you have everything: wallet, phone, GPS, things to make your breath not stink, iPod, and a self-defense mechanism. You never know. This does have a little USB port, of course, which I love it being in here because it's all hidden away and I don't have to deal with it being out. And of course you have your line in for those of you who are stuck back in the 90s. Let's put this stuff back in here. There's Homer. Homer's what I call my GPS. Your armrest is really nicely trimmed in leather. I wish they would have continued the contrasting stitching over here. It looks kind of silly where you have the seats. Oh, hey, contrasting stitching, we're so cool. And then, oops, just kidding. No contrasting stitching. Up here you have not the best sunglass holder in the world, and I don't know what I'm going to use it for because I don't have sunglasses. It's a little cheap, it's a little flimsy. You can kind of press it in, but overall, I mean, it's not horrible. These are the sunroof controls. That's my piggy, don't judge. And of course the sunroof, $795 option, I know, but it's just lovely to have, and Easy Care will pay for everything if it breaks. You'll notice, yes, I know the driver's door is open. Up here, we'll go ahead and go over these light controls. These are all LEDs up here at the top. This button over here on the driver's side just activates the one light. This button over here will turn on all the lights in the interior. And that's, I really love these lights. You can't really see it now, but at night, when it's dark outside, it really illuminates the interior. It's almost like, you know, a BMW would be. It just completely lights everything up. So if you're looking for something in the dark, you're really not going to struggle with it. Another thing I forgot to mention, the left multifunction pad goes to the gauges screen. The right one goes to the stereo. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. I am aware this is going to be a kind of long video, but I'm trying to hit a lot of bases because I'm not going to do a lot of individual videos for this one because Eric's already covered a lot of it. One gripe I did have, okay, the Fiesta, the nice little carpet followed through to the back door. No such luck here. The door panels are just kind of hard, plastic. Everything didn't really carry over from the front. Again, that's okay because honestly, I'm not going to spend that much time in the back, anything like that. I don't really carry around people. You have your cup holder kind of back here. These are the only cup holders you get, at least in this trim level. There's another one over there. Don't judge for my trash can. It's very useful. You do at least have your nice door handles. I would be appalled if they put those crappy black door handles on the back door, even though they're on the front. That would just be like, what the hell? You have a coat hook over here, another coat hook over there. Worth noting, Sophion, you will love this. There's an O'Shea handle on the passenger side, but not here in the rear. I'm not sure why. I don't know if they thought it was going to take up too much headroom with the sunroof intrusion. I'm not sure why. Headroom back here, I'm 5'8". Plenty of headroom, no problem. Headrest hits me right where it should. It's comfortable. The seats are very well contoured to my legs. They're almost perfect where they should be. I feel plenty of lumbar. And again, the sport cloth seats have this little bit of extra cushion up here towards the front just to keep you hugged in, and it really works. This is a much more comfortable back seat, much larger back seat than that of the Fiesta. I feel like I could take, 4 people here in comfort and they wouldn't drive everyone else crazy. There go the lights. Again, these headrests, okay, these are fixed headrests. So when I go to fold the seats down, I'm going to have to either take them out or move this seat forward far enough to where it's not going to hit. That is something that I did miss when I left the Fiesta. I'm going to put this armrest or this headrest down. Is those one touch, with the button on the side that just kind of went boop. So the headrests are, not as good, but hey, you can't have everything. Where I did gain a lot of room, literally, is back here in the cargo bay. It's probably 1.5 times what the Fiesta was. You have one cargo light here, one cargo light over there. You have 4 hooks over here for grocery bags or whatever else you might need. These little circular guys are for the cargo net, which you would attach there. Or maybe not. There's not one over there. It's weird, I thought that's where it was. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. And you also have this nice little cargo cover, which I appreciated in the Fiesta. Kind of keeps everything hidden. Other than that, there's a space saver under there. I'm not really going to show you that because I know no one gives a crap. And there's no rattling glass in this tailgate. Look at that. Another thing worth mentioning is the LED license plate light, which I thought was always a nice little thing. When I first saw these Focuses come out, they come stock with that. I'm going to go ahead and show you how the seats fold down. It's just the same similar mechanism as the Fiesta. I'm zooming. Ooh. But again, as you'll see, the headrests kind of go bloop, and I really would rather not move my seat because I've got it in the perfect position. So I'm going to put the camera down. Bear with me here for a second. If I can find the... There we go. I'm going to pull the headrest out. Normally I would just move the seat up, but I found my perfect position for the seat, so I really don't want to give that up. I know it sounds silly, but come on. Now again, this is a similar situation to the Fiesta. It doesn't fold completely flat. It's better than the Fiesta. There's a bit of an incline there, so you could still get something fairly large in the back if you want it to. And of course it has those same neat little slits where you can put the seat belt, which of course I didn't do. I guess you could kind of use that as a cup holder, I don't know. And there's little storage bins up on the top and bottom here. Put the camera back down in order to put my headrest back in. There we go. Alright guys, actually I forgot to mention 12-volt power outlet in the back. Yay! There you go. Check it out. I might see if I can do what I did with the Fiesta and kind of wrap you around the steering wheel column and put you in the dashboard. Looks like I can. Well, children, would you like to go for a ride? This is going to be a horribly long video, but sure, we'll go ahead and do it. Again, PZEV, 159 horsepower instead of the 160. You won't really notice a difference at all. PZEV means that the emissions are not quite as good as an electric or hybrid vehicle, of course. but they're basically the best that you can get with a gas engine. I'm going to close the sunroof. I'm going to turn a little bit of air on. Good God, it's humid outside. And of course you have your automatic central locking, all that good stuff. I'm going to kind of be quiet actually for once and just let the car do its talking. Car do its talking. Really, Matt? Cars don't talk. By the way, we have found a name thanks to Eric and his vivid imagination. We have named the Focus Black Betty, so there's officially a song. So there you go. Love it, hate it, I don't really care. I think it's awesome. The first day after we named it that, I got in the car and guess what song was playing? Black Betty. Yep, Black Betty. So I thought it was only fitting. That's it. Revving it up to about 4,000 RPM there. And I did take this car all the way to North Carolina the first few days I had it, so I already have 1,260 miles on the vehicle. Bouncy. I believe that ramp up there is closed. So we're going to get in this lane and just do a little bit of low speed cruising. Look, there's another Focus. Hi, Focus friend. Although yours is an ugly base SE 5-door in blue candy. It's a girl's color. Pardon me if my shifting isn't as good as it usually is. I'm still a little getting used to this clutch. I'm gonna go and frolic on through the neighborhood here. Behind the Penske truck. Oh, for the love of God. I just cannot win with these things. It's about 4,500 there. This engine has a great little note when you're about halfway on the throttle between 4,500 and 5,000. Just kind of winds up. And there's no tractor noises like the Fiesta. And what I love even more is that the air conditioning doesn't suck every bit of horsepower out of the engine. In fact, there's very little drag on the engine when the air conditioning is on. Bit of a loop. $25. Who thought of that? Come on. There's a good old Chamberlain Avenue. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I think I've already taken up 25 minutes of your time. Thanks for watching, guys. There will be other little mini videos of things here and there as I think of them. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.